Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to Toku Topics. Today we have another unboxing from Dorkside Toys. So a couple weeks ago, Dorkside Toys was the first place in the US to release, and actually really in general, to release A-Squad Red. So we went ahead and took a look at her a couple of weeks ago. And today we have another box from Dorkside with another A-Squad. This should be the fan channel exclusive that goes along with A-Squad Red. A-Squad Yellow. So this released in Singapore back in September, but Dorkside Toys has been the first store in the US once again to get this figure. Not the first one in the world this time, like with Red, but this is still the first one in the US. So, and this should be the last time that Dorkside does that for an A-Squad, because A-Squad Green is a Best Buy exclusive / Pulse exclusive here in the US, and Pink is a GameStop / Pulse. So go ahead and take this out. Ta-da! So there it is. The S.P.D. A-Squad Yellow Ranger. So it's looking great. I mean, it looks basically like a color swap of the box for Red, as you would expect it to. And yeah, I'm happy to finally have this thing here. So, obviously the A-Squads are going to be very repetitive. You're going to get that same blaster again. This time, instead of the female mold, it's going to be a repaint of the Blue Ranger one from Versus Pax Wave 2 last year, except you do get the new molded visor to be In Space Yellow's visor instead of Blue's, of course. But they did not change the box art on any of these, so the side profile is still going to be the same. Even though it should be a different shape. It should be kind of that more pointy-ish shape there. It's still the same as Red's was, unfortunately, and I believe Green and Pink are the same way. And then, of course, the back render, looking nice as well. And I really like this yellow blast effect this time, because I love that blast effect, and I thought it was really cool to get it in red with A-Squad Red. I like it that all the other A-Squads are coming with it in their color. It's really going to open up a lot of really cool posing potentials, especially if you have a whole set of Ranger colors in that same effect piece. So let's go ahead and open him up. Alright, so here is A-Squad Yellow out of the box. And like I said, with these A-Squads, it's not going to be super surprising to learn how they are basically the exact same. So here's A-Squad Blue from Versus Pax Wave 1 last year. Now, of course, he'll still have the white visor when it should be silver. The other four have silver visors, which is definitely an annoyance. But here he is, looking great. Also, before anybody asks, these are Hasbro Pulse figure stands. I always get comments about that when I always put it in the description below, but I guess nobody reads it. So here is A-Squad Yellow, and yeah, I mean, it looks good. I really started to really like the A-Squad designs thanks to these Lightning Collection figures. So you can see the visor that used to belong to In Space Yellow is being done there really nicely. So, you know, that was technically our first In Space Ranger we got, or that was, back in the Lightning Collection, was Ashley. And now he is our, third A-Squad to release in the US, so yeah. And of course you got the A there, with, the little dog on the chest, and the BMX armor. And the big A's on there and everything, and the A's there. So, I mean, yeah, it's exactly how it was before. I do believe, looking at his hands, that they are virtually the same ones that A-Squad Blue had, so he'll have a tough time holding the gun, just like Blue did, so that's kind of unfortunate. Would have been nice if they could have given him better hands for that. Also, continuing in Hasbro's inconsistencies. So, here's A-Squad Red, right? So, I noticed after my review of her that she has this black detailing on those little shapes back there, while A-Squad Blue does not have that. Well, guess what? A-Squad Yellow does. So, and thanks to the people who have found these figures in Singapore, he actually showed me that A-Squad Green also has that black detailing. So Blue's gonna be the lone man out here on that front, unfortunately. So that's just kind of how that is at this point. But it's whatever. It's the back of the figure. It doesn't bother me too much, but it's kind of weird, you know? But yeah, it looks great. Obviously, the blaster, I love these blasters. So getting the rest of these is going to be great. So here it is there. And of course, it's just the same thing as the other two, but with yellow accents on it. So we'll try to go ahead and put that in his hand the best that we can. So we'll just put it in this hand if we can. Alright, that works decently enough. Obviously, it's still having that problem that blue had, where that back of it's going to bump up against there and it's not going to really fully hold it because he doesn't have trigger fingers. So red and I'm assuming pink hold it the best, because red and pink should just basically be the same figure, but and not even the alternate hands help you out on that front, because you just get 2 fists. So I mean, nothing too, wow, that's so out of focus, nothing too out of you know, super crazy to get these, but yeah, you get 2 fists, so not too bad. And then of course you get that yellow blast effect piece, which will go very nicely with the other 2 who are red. And well, actually A-Squad Blue comes with a green effect piece of this exact one. So if you want to get a blue one for him, you're going to have to get it from either Magna Defender from Wave 2 or Jack from Wave 4 from S.P.D Red. So either one of those, you'll be able to get it and actually be able to do this properly. Which I will show pictures off of with me stealing it from S.P.D Red, so you can actually have the correct colors. But yeah, I mean, that's basically all there is to say about A-Squad Yellow. Like I said, basically just a repaint of A-Squad Blue, and when we take a look at A-Squad Green, whenever that comes out in the US, it will be the same thing. So, but I do want to go ahead and show off a picture, a little, you know, group shot of all the A-Squads we have so far. Alright, so here is the A-Squad team that has been released in the US so far. So, I think this team is really coming along really nicely. I love the look of these guys, especially with the, like, you know, color matching blast effect pieces, especially if you give it to blue. Blue's always going to be this odd one out, you know, with the visor problem, not having the correct blaster thing. It's really obvious that when with things like that, how we had one way before the other ones. But he does blend in, you know, he'll just be a little strange compared to the other ones. But, yeah, I mean, the entirety of the A-Squad team is out somewhere in the world, but I've yet to see anybody post all 5, so it's like a race, like, because, you know, some of them are out in certain countries, like Singapore, for example, has green and yellow out, but not red and pink, but the UK has pink out, so it's like, who knows, like, I've seen green only pop up in Singapore so far. I know pink is out in the UK and in China. But I think the US is the only place that has red, which is interesting. Yellow is in Singapore in the US. Blue's been out, you know, for a year. So, yeah, I mean, we're working on that. So it's curious how long it's going to take. Also, I'm just realizing that I'm looking at this now. I think the chests are a little bit different on blue and yellow, if I'm not mistaken. I think they painted, yeah, they're definitely different. Oh, geez, I just noticed that. So you see how, like, that's a dull gray plastic? This one has kind of that shimmery, not really metallic, but a lot more shinier plastic on the gray. So I just noticed that in the group shot. Oh well, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, that's, I guess, another difference of how A-Squad Blue doesn't match the other ones. But yeah, I mean, that's going to do it really for A-Squad Yellow for the fan channel exclusive version. Or for the, you know, not version, but the fan channel exclusive A-Squads. Alright, well that's it for A-Squad Yellow. So just like with Red, I did get this from Dorkside Toys, but I do believe that he is off the site right now, out of stock, all that good stuff, unfortunately. But I will include a link to the Dorkside page toy. Wow, Dorkside Toys page, wow, I completely screwed that up, in the description below, so that way if it does come back in stock, you can hopefully get your hands on it. But because I think Pulse still has this listed for like January or March or something at this point, who knows. But yeah, that's really going to do it. So thank you all for watching. As always, you can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR. And I'll see y'all next time. And hopefully, who knows, A-Squad green or pink. I don't know which one's going to be next, but we are getting closer.